What's going on, guys? This is your boy XQ420 here, and in today's video, we're going to be speaking about Sleepy Joe, okay? An embarrassment to the nation. There is no doubt about it, all right? Look, we all know that the politicians lie, cheat, steal. That's what they do, okay? So we're not going to, pretend that that's not the case. But hot damn, Bo, we could have somebody with a little bit more, coherence than this cat. That's all I'm saying. The fact that Joe Biden is the president of the United States is flat out atrocious, okay? The fact that Kamala Harris is next in line at the VP when she couldn't even garner any type of support in the primaries, okay? None. I mean, Tulsi Gabbard put her out of her misery. The fact that happened, and now she's second in command, is flat out an atrocity. It's disgusting, okay? And the main reason that for the Joe Biden deal, the reason why it's an atrocity disgusting, is because the man's got dementia, okay? Something's wrong with him, all right? Anything that he has to do for an extended period of time where he has to ad-lib things, he's lost, okay? I mean, he gets up on stage and tells, hey, man, I lost my mask. Y'all know where it's at. It's like, dog. I mean, you walk right up to the stage, it's got to be in your damn pocket. I mean, he just gets up there and just says dumb stuff. Or, what was it, I think I did a video. No, I didn't do a video on this, but somebody asked him a question. He took like a 20-second pause and was just looking around. It's like, dog, you all right? Are you on the same planet? He said, no, I'm not, okay? No, I'm not. Now, I'm going to try to make this a quick video, but every time I say that, I look up, it's 10 minutes later. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to dive into this, okay, about Joe Biden's recent statements, all right, what he said recently. And it was talking about Americans and guns. Now, we know that there's been a whole lot of recent, quote-unquote, mass shootings that are very suspect. They sus, okay? S-U-S, those are sus, okay? And every time there's another shooting, they bring up again about high-capacity magazines, okay? About rifles, which rifles, they're not the leading killer in the U.S., okay? I'm sorry. I mean, folks ain't walking around with AR-15s going out there to get stuff done. You know why? Because it's kind of big to be toting around. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just not what somebody's toting around. You're more likely to have one of these micro-compact pistols. They're doing really good at making the micro-compact pistols at the moment. I think Taurus just came out with the GX4. You've got the Sig Sauer P365. Ruger has made a new one, Max 9. I mean, these things are, size of your hand pretty much. Or smaller, actually. Some of them are smaller, depending on what size your hand is. But, a whole lot of them, size of your hand, are smaller. And they hold a lot of rounds. They're making them double stack, 11, 12 rounds. So that is what most people would be toting with them. But they just seem to want to keep coming after the rifle, okay? After the AR-15, after a high-capacity magazine. And there's a reason why, okay? Because if they can take that, then they can just start, chipping away at the others. That's it. Well, now we see the pistols are the problem. They can hold 15 rounds. Maybe you can only have one whole 8 rounds. So, 8 rounds, it still got some. You see, they just keep wanting to chop at that tree, okay? All right? They ain't want to take the chainsaw right to it, cut it down. They just want to whittle away at it, okay? They just want to whittle away. So, we're going to look at what Joe Biden just said recently, okay, about about folks potentially taking on the government, and we're going to give our thoughts on it. I just want to welcome everybody back to the channel. I hope y'all having a fantastic day. If it's your first time here, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. So without further ado, we are going to jump into Joe Biden's recent statements. And oh yes, the statements are ludicrous. So let's dive into it.
The Second Amendment, from the day it was passed, limited the type of people who could own a gun and what type of weapon you could own. You couldn't buy a cannon.
The right to bear arms. Now, of course, we're not going to include the slaves because it was in law at that point in time that the slaves were not allowed to own weapons, okay? But minus that, all right, the right to bear arms. I mean, but what is he talking about? I mean, if he's speaking about the slaves, you're like, okay. But if you're just speaking about the American people, I believe the Constitution says you have the right to bear arms, okay? And the whole purpose of the right to bear arms is to, if need be, fight against a tyrannical government. Because without weaponry, you can't fight. That's just all there is to it. That's what all tyrannical governments do, okay? They first strip their citizens of their right to have weaponry, and they criminalize it. And then they send the goons to enforce it. All right, that's how the totalitarianism starts, okay? Because people without weapons are weak people, people who can't fight back, and they don't fear you. And the government needs to fear their people, okay? Because otherwise they'll just do whatever they want to anytime. It's just like, what y'all gonna do? Y'all ain't got nothing to fight back with. What y'all gonna do? Huh? And unless you got somebody on the inside who feels like, hey, but this is wrong, we need to fight against this, and then they get the weaponry out to the people, then you have no way of fighting back against them. So I mean, I don't know what he's talking about there. And if I'm correct, it said, yeah, PolitiFact was forced to admit Biden lied about cannon control. It said, man, historians said they're doubtful that there were laws to ban individual ownership of cannons during the Revolutionary War period. Well, there it is. I mean, it's like, what are you talking about, dog? I mean, he just get up here and just say whatever, bud, and it don't make no difference. Won't nobody call him out up there during the press conference or nothing like that. And and this is what we got leading us, bud. This is pitiful.
The blood of patriots, and all the stuff about how we're going to have to move against the government. Well, the tree of liberty is not water with the blood of patriots. What's happened is that there never been, if you want to think you need to have weapons to take on the government, you need F-15s and maybe some nuclear weapons. The point is that there's always been the ability to rationally limit the type of weapon that can be owned and who can own it.
So hold on a second, okay? Let's take this into account what he just said. If you wanted to take on the government, you would need F-15s, the jets, or nukes, okay? That's what you would need, all right? Then what you worried about an AR-15 for? Huh? You telling me that we got no chance anyway? That's what you're telling me. So what you worried about a high-capacity magazine for? If you're telling me we ain't got no shot. You see, they want to put doubt in people's minds, okay? Maybe they can get more people on their side. Like, oh, yeah, he right. There ain't no need for citizens to have that. But why? You ain't gave me a good reason why, though. I mean, that's all I'm saying. You ain't gave me a good reason why. If the man's not a criminal, man's not a felon, he goes out there, he legally purchases his firearm, then hey, it's all good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. What his concept is. What he's trying to get at. What he's trying to do, he's trying to bolster his idea of gun control, how people are supposedly slaying all these people with assault style weapons, which is not the case. Okay? Which is not the case. But then on the other side of it, he says, man, those weapons wouldn't make a shit against the government, no way. Would they really not? I mean, let your boy know. I mean, if the government went too far, could that not be used to get things back into order? That's all I'm saying. Because from what he's telling me, man, you have to nuke stuff. Here's why the hell would you nuke your own place, okay? Let me know. But you got to live here in the United States. Why the hell would you want to nuke it? Yeah. I'm going to nuke my own place, okay? Nuke the shit out of it. Nuke it. Drop 3 or 4 nukes. That'd be about 2 places you can live in the U.S. You dropping nukes all over the place. It's like, do what? Who the hell is going to have a nuke? Who? How would you get an F-15, dog? Let your boy know. What are you talking about? I mean, citizens ain't running around with nuclear weapons. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't walk around with that in our back pocket. Joe Biden just goes up there and just says whatever, man. And he don't even care. Because he don't even know what he's talking about. Alright? So don't let these folks discredit the weaponry, okay? The steel. Because that's what they want to do. Discredit it, put doubt in people's minds. If we can strip them away, then we can move more into totalitarianism, okay? And I told y'all, I firmly believe, now we may not be together enough as far as a nation, if we need it to go against the government at any point in time. But you like to always have that option available that you've got some weaponry to protect yourself and the people that you love, okay? So don't let these people be slick. They can talk to you about gun violence and all that, and they're like, oh, you need an F-15 take on us. They're like, nah, I don't, okay? I mean, I ain't gonna let you play that game. Now, I know they got some advanced technology and things of that nature, but strategic planning is always part of battle, okay? So if you've got the weaponry, you're able to use the weaponry, okay? But when they take it away and criminalize it, now it becomes even more difficult to maintain your freedoms. And like I said, as far as the Second Amendment, but that was put in there, right to bear arms. It was put in there to fight against a government that's lost its damn mind. Because those folks knew, they were like, but we know where we came from, okay? I mean, we know where we came from. And we know that people will infiltrate here. Everybody who gets in the government, it's not going to be good. They're not going to have the best intentions in mind for the nation. So if folks overstep their bounds, we want our people to be able to have the means to fight back, okay? And that's the whole purpose of it, okay? And this whole F-15 and stuff. Biden, what you gonna nuke? Who you gonna nuke? You gonna nuke in the U.S.? That's all I want to know. Man, he talk about a nuclear weapon, dog. Man, them things ain't getting made in somebody's backyard. Hot damn, man. I want to know what y'all's thoughts are on this in the comment section below. Did I overrun my time? I might have. But I hope y'all did enjoy this video. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. If you haven't checked out my new podcast, Inside the Cube, with your boy, Spreaker. Links in the description section below. Also, you can check it on other places if you're there. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. If you'd like to support the channel further, there are links in the description section below as well for that. As always, it's been your boy HQ420. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.